NHL players who had the craziest endings to their career. Back in March 2013, the Calgary Flames were falling apart fast, so their captain Jaromir Iginla knew his time with the team was running out. He was 35 years old and still chasing that one thing he never had, a Stanley Cup. So after more than a decade of carrying the Flames, it looked like his journey in Calgary was nearing its end. But then a rumor started flying around that completely shocked hockey fans. You see, people started whispering that Iginla might actually go to the Vancouver Canucks, his team's biggest rival. These two teams had hated each other for years, and Iginla himself was the face of that rivalry. He had fought, scored, and battled the Canucks more than anyone, so the idea of him suddenly wearing their jersey sounded unreal. But the truth behind that rumor was very different from what people thought. The thing is, the Canucks never really tried to get him, as their general manager admitted they didn't have the money or the assets to make it happen. Vancouver was focused on other players, while Iginla wasn't even on his official list of teams he'd accept a trade to. That list only had 4 teams: Boston, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, and Chicago. But this story still had one of the wildest twists in trade deadline history. As it turns out, Iginla actually agreed to join the Boston Bruins first, and the deal was basically done. The players were told, and the media even reported it as official. Yet late that same night, everything flipped as Iginla changed his mind and picked Pittsburgh instead, just because he wanted a shot at the cup with Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. But that choice ended in the most ironic way possible. What I mean is that a few months later, those same Bruins he rejected swept his Penguins out of the playoffs, so the team he once turned down ended up ending his best shot at a Stanley Cup. So Iginla never won it, although the closest he ever came was with the team he once said no to.